So this is the project that I'm working on, the double stack. And this is after the steps have been glued on. This set of steps I glued to the bottom of the top piece, the one that I'm not gluing on yet. I'll glue it on after I've done some grouting. And this one, it's alright, but I don't like the way the steps turned out because they're not quite, they have some wiggle. So when I do my second and third layers of grout, I'm going to try and put more grout on that area to even it out. So we'll set that to the side. Now when it comes to the grout, the first grout I used was earth colored. And it was Polyblend, the one that I have listed under the materials that you need. But I'm using this other one, this gray one today. And it is Pearl Gray. And it's Caracolor S Sanded Grout. I like it all right, but it was the same price for 10 pounds as it was for the other grout, which was either 20 or 25 pounds. I think it was 25 pounds. So now I'm going to show you how to mix your first layer of grout. I have my putty knife because it's easier to mix the grout. And I have a small paintbrush to apply my first layer of grout. I'm going to stand back when I do this because it really should be done outside. There's a lot of dust that comes up from it. So I really don't need too much grout. And you should probably wear a mask when you do this too. Now this grout seems to take a little bit more water than the Polyblend. So I'm just going to add a little bit. And then mix it around with the putty knife. Again, I'm not breathing this in. And I mix it pretty well because, I don't know, sometimes it's just, there's more water in there than it looks like there is. So I'm going to get it kind of soupy. This is more like right now, it'd be more like the consistency I want for my second and third layers. But for my first layer, I just want to make sure it covers really well. So I'll just add just a little bit more water. Not much at all. And I'm just using one of those take-along Rubbermaid bowls because you can get 3 for like $2.50. They do also have like special little paint mixing bowls, but I end up eventually throwing these away because they just, even washing them out, they get kind of gross. So this looks like it'll work. I'm supposed to let it set for about 10 more minutes, and it might get a little bit more thick. So I'll see you back in about 10 minutes, and we'll check and see if we need to add more water. Alright, so I'm back and I've tested a little bit to make sure it was good. It is. And so, if you can kind of tell, and I used about 1/4 a cup of water. But again, some grout just seems to be different. So then I'm just going to take my paintbrush, dip it in there a little, and I'm just going to do my best to keep the strokes really long. It just looks better, and I can always texture it with a sponge later if I don't like the brush strokes. Grout can be really messy. It likes to fling all over the place. So just make sure that everything's covered if you're doing this inside. And then I'll do the bottoms first. And for this one, I'm really just paying attention to this top area. That's what I'm going to grout first, is just this inside and then this bottom and the stairs, the bottoms of the stairs. So that way I can glue this down on top, because I really want to get that done before I put on all my layers of grout.